Hello, this is Pieboy and welcome back to the track. Here we have the second race of the Precision Racing League season, and we are at China this time. And I gave away the end at the beginning, but I'm too excited not to tell everyone now that this is my best race I've had. So here I'm showing qualifying. This race was a really crazy race, so this recording is a bit longer than usual. Sorry about that, but there was so much action and so much with the weather going on that it turned out to be a longer episode. So this lap wasn't terrible. I had a 133.2 on time trial. So this lap is very similar to the lap before it, which is just under the 134s, which during my practice sessions with only a couple tries at it was around where I got, so I was pretty happy with this lap. I was hoping for just a little more, but here I come to for the last few corners. I actually lost quite a bit of time there at the end. So that puts me in P3. I start third on the grid. I was only 0.06 of a second behind Tron, so I came really close to taking that second place position, but Dark just killed us.
Nice lap.
He even did it on softs, and so I don't think I'll catch him in the race. So here I'm showing you how I'm trying to pick my pit strategy. And the rain is supposed to come twice in this race. It's supposed to have light rain in the middle of the race, and then light rain is supposed to come at the end again. So I wasn't quite sure what the best strategy was. I decided to go with my one-stop strategy still. Medium tires are okay in the rain, especially light rain. So here the lights are out. And as always, Zephyr gets an amazing start and gets by us. Have a little contact that sends me off track. I can't blame him too much. We were 3 wide through there and there just wasn't too much room. I probably could have gone out to the outside a little more. So P3 to P9, not the best start. Get past Gigi. I outbrake Crazy Canuck and get through on the inside. Now I'm behind Babino. I do not want to run into the back of anyone, so I don't know exactly if he's going to brake hard there or not. So I always try to get offline so I'm not right behind someone in case they brake hard and I go right into the back of them. It's better to lose a little time than have to make an extra pit stop. That's actually one of the things I've gotten a lot better at these since last season, is being able to follow behind someone. So I'm P7, I've gone up 2 places since my bad start. Babino's making a move on Pat Lassard. That lets me sneak up the inside too. So both of us made a move on Pat Lassard and get by him. Now time to try to get past Babino. So I went from 3rd to 9th to 6th. So I'm halfway in between where I started. Babino lost it a little there, but not enough for me to get close. So in time trial and qualifying laps, you can do that flat out. I don't know what Babino is doing there, so I get out of his way. Once again, I make sure I don't run into the back of him, but that I lose some time because of it, and I'm not close enough to get by him on the straight. Lost the rear end a little there, but able to keep it. I don't think I lost much time. So now Iceman is behind me. He's the one who took third last race, so I know he's quick. He's on the soft, so maybe I can keep him behind me with the super soft while I try to attack Babino. I have found in the 2017 game that, Iceman tried to go up my inside and the arrows didn't turn red until after I had already turned in. So I don't think that was my fault at all, that collision. Once again, Babino goes wide there, but I'm able to close the gap a bit. Still can't get by him. So as I was saying, in the 2017 game, the closer you get to someone, the less downforce you have. There really is dirty air. So I struggled coming out of that corner just like Babino did. Now I make a big mistake here. Sorry Babino, that's my fault. I was in rich mix, had DRS, try and go up the middle to defend, and I forgot I needed to brake just 10 meters earlier. So, in that collision, I tried to make sure that Babino doesn't spin out. I tried to help straighten him out and keep him ahead of me. Once again, Babino makes a mistake, but I'm not able to capitalize. Try to go tighter, but don't get the gap, and there seemed to be a little lag there because he just jumped a little farther ahead of me than he was. Also afraid that my mistake caused Iceman a problem because I heard a thump behind me. So I apologize for that, guys. I wasn't trying to do a dive bomb.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
So I'm still stuck behind him. I know I'm faster than him and he makes more mistakes. I just can't get by him. Maybe I can this lap. Still right on his tail. So again, I try the inside line, but just can't get enough grip. I peeked to the inside, mainly so I don't run into the back of him, but when I saw that he was braking at the same rate I did, I wanted to get back on the racing line. The Iceman's way behind us. Hope he doesn't have a broken wing. Oh, there was someone off the track. I think we were lapping him. It's either Pat Lassard or Lacadian. Still not getting the best run through there. I go into rich mix to try to catch up. I'm no longer in DRS. Alright, thank you. He went wide and just opened up the door for me. Made the overtake easy. Too bad that didn't happen 3-4 laps earlier, because I lost a lot of time on the guys ahead of us. So Mega Man's on the softs. See if I can try to catch him. Fast forwarding. Babino's falling farther and farther behind. The rain just started. So first a little bit of rain. But still fine on these dry tires. So just a little bit more. Create a nice gap. No, no, no! First spin of the race. If people are going by, I don't want to get in their way, so I wait for them. Did someone hit me there? It did feel like it in the race when I watched this earlier, but I think we were all fine. So back to 9th. I just lit up the rears a little too much in this rain. The changing conditions, I could hit the throttle that much in drier conditions, but as the track got a little wetter, I didn't expect it and just lost control. I was happy with the way I controlled the spin. I was able to back off the track and turn so that I wasn't like turned backwards on the track with people flying by. So that helped me get started a little faster, I think. And now with the rain, I have to be really careful. So when you're driving in the wet on dry tires, it's always better to be on harder tires. The softer the tire, the worse they do. So these super softs are really struggling. It looks like Pat Lassard is struggling on his super softs too. Don't want to get collected by him, but able to find a gap to get around him. I go deep. I didn't brake early enough. With constantly changing conditions, and it's difficult to find your right braking point. And I brake too late again there. So Pat Lassard goes by. Wait a second, why did it ghost me? I was getting back on safely, easily. Actually made it more difficult ghosting me like that and having to get started. So I didn't think the rain was heavy enough to go to intermediates, and the rain was going to let up eventually. So it'd be better to be on dry tires, not have to make an extra pit stop. Had to wait a little long, I thought, there to get released.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
So now I'm down at 11th. Started 3rd and I'm in 11th. So my goal for the season is top 5. I feel like if I have a series of good races, I can do that. I got a top 5 position last time. So hoping for top 5 again, but it's looking kind of unlikely now after that spin.
Okay, I think it might be just about time to come and change these tires.
Maybe I made the wrong pitch call. But I feel like I'm doing alright. Yes, I have to be a bit slow, be careful. I just caught up to Bobino. He's really struggling on his super softs. Probably should pit for something. And I just got by him easily. He's way behind. He must have had a little spin or something as he tried to accelerate. Like, I did quite a bit of wet running in practice, so the way the conditions are right now, I feel like I'm driving similarly to how I would on intermediates. This tire is probably struggling more on his softs. The mediums are probably better. Oh, and he thinks so too, so he's pitting again just after 1 lap. Nice, I'm up in 7th. And all the other people around me are on mediums. Oh, Iceman is on intermediates now behind me. Teammate is in 6th, that's good. Doesn't look like I'm anywhere close enough to catch up to him.
Okay, gap ahead is 10.5 seconds.
10 seconds, I might be able to catch up after another 10 laps or so. So I'm curious what the gap between me and Iceman is going to be. Me on mediums and him on intermediates. Still 10 seconds behind my teammate.
Okay, the gap behind is 11.6 seconds.
Ah, not again. I tried to save it and overcorrected. And sometimes it's really hard to get back on track. Once you have grass on your tires and the wet and dry tires, it's really easy to spin again. Back down to 9. Seems like my favorite position this race. So I'll be just a little more careful. Maybe going fair intermediates would have been the better idea.
Our gap to our teammate is 29.8 seconds.
This track is fairly hard in the wet because it's a very traction-oriented track. Like, there are a lot of corners where you have to feather the throttle, get it just right, and come out of here while still turning and accelerating. If you do too much, you'll spin. Looks like I'm catching fruit salsa. Maybe not. Don't want to spin. Slowly. Okay, now I can get full throttle. DRS. So that's usually when I decide whether to go into intermediates or not, whether DRS is enabled or not. Because when DRS is still enabled, you know that there won't be too much difference between dry tires and wet tires. I didn't get past him there. He got a better run. But he went wide there and passed him now. Into 7th. Okay, jumping ahead 3 laps. Still in 7th. Food Salsa is behind me. Geeky is ahead of me. Looks like he's had a good recovery drive after spinning at the very first lap. Of course, I've spun twice. People must be really struggling this race. And the track is really drying out. Got a little bit of spray because I got close to a car, but starting to feel good again on the dry tires. And Geeky is struggling on his intermediates. So I just slid by him. Was able to capitalize on that mistake. So yeah, people must be really struggling if I'm already in 6th place. I've had those 2 really bad spins.
Go ahead.
Into 5th. It's like Mega Man pitted for softs. That was Babino, so I just lapped him after struggling so hard to get by him in the first few laps. So people are pitting now to get off their intermediates, and this puts me into 4th place. I had the perfect strategy. Okay, jumped 4 laps ahead. And Mega Man has really caught up to me. He's on soft tires and he's on my tail.
Thank you.
So he doesn't get by me this lap. So I know that as long as I keep it together and don't make any big mistakes, I can probably keep him behind me, since Babino was able to keep me behind him. But the rain is starting to come down again. I don't think I've ever had a race where it rained twice.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I'm happy my teammate's in 3rd. He's in a podium position. So it's important to get a good run through here. Keep him behind me. Probably has DRS. So I'm going to take the middle of the track, try and be a little defensive. Went deep. But was able to hold on to it. Lap 22 and I'm in 4th place. Can't believe it after those 2 spins. Was down in 11th at one point. Oh, lost it a little there. But it looks like he had trouble too getting through there. Track is starting to get a little slippery.
2 seconds.
Do not want to spin again. But I'm able to keep it in 6th gear, so it's not too wet yet. Those few corners are kind of awkward and difficult to get through. Of course, all the corners on this track are a bit strange. But in a way, I kind of like it.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Okay, let's try to do the same thing as I did last time. He's catching me. Oh, I braked too late. And I just let him by just like Babino let me by. Same exact place, exactly same way. At least I have DRS, maybe I can catch him and pass him again. But he's already shown that he's faster than me right now. Maybe as it rains more, my mediums will be faster than his softs. May I stay in DRS range?
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He goes to the far end of the track to break any slipstream. But I think I'm too far behind him to get any. I still have DRS, so he'll let me catch him. Pick the right braking there. Still with him. During the preseason races at Spa, I think Mega Man was the one who took the podium I wanted. So I know we're fairly closely matched. And after kind of a boring race at Australia where there was such a huge gap in front of me and behind me, it's kind of nice to have someone to battle a little. Had a lot of battles this race, mainly because I'd make a mistake and have to catch up.
We expect the heavy rain to arrive. The gap behind us is 19.2 seconds.
So the rain's just going to get worse. I should still be in DRS range, so not time for intermediates quite yet.
The tyre situation is pretty tight.
I've caught him. struggling on his soft.
Quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready when you need them.
So he's pitting for inners now. Let me by. So now the question is, do I stay on mediums or do I pit for intermediates? We only have 4 laps to go. I'm doing alright on these intermediates right now. DRS disabled. So that means I'll start really struggling on them soon. I can already feel it a little more.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
So if I pit, I'll come out 5th. Only lose 1 position, that's not bad. So maybe I'll take the safe route. If the rain's just going to get heavier, and it's going to get harder and harder on these mediums, maybe I'll pit. I'll only lose 1 position. And since it's going to be raining more, I also asked for a click more downforce.
Complete, go now.
So you can't change the downforce settings while you're in the pit lane. You can't change the tire, but... Oh, I came out ahead of Mega Man. I did the overcut on him. I must have done a better lap on my mediums than he did on his intermediates last lap. So, I've chosen the perfect lap to switch. I was trying to look behind me and press the wrong button. I switched the talk to engineer and look behind me button between seasons. So once again, can I keep Mega Man behind me? There's Pat Lassard parked on the side. I think lapping him for at least the 2nd time. I have 2.5 laps to go. 34 seconds behind my teammate. He's on medium, so he might struggle a little on those mediums, but I think he can keep that gap.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
So I don't think I'll get a podium this time. But another 4th place would be great if I can only keep Mega Man behind me. Looks like I did alright that lap. Try to take it nice and careful and smooth. Because a lot of tail wagging will slow you down. Looks like I got through there better than Mega Man. Oh, started to lose a little there. Nice and slow and careful. Most people get better runs through there than I do.
Gap to car in front is 23.5 seconds.
I lose time through sector 2 and gain it in the other 2 sectors. Yep. Looks like that's enough of a gap to keep him behind me, especially with no DRS anymore. Up to the last lap. Hold it together.
This is your final lap of the race.
I'm about 15 seconds behind my teammate. So he's lost half of that over the last lap. So maybe I could catch him. If he's really struggling that much. Lose 15 seconds in a single lap. If that's the case, then pitting for intermediates was the right choice. Especially when I got to keep fourth.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Coming up to the final corners. Don't lose it. Nice and slow on the throttle. Steady increase. Good job, Tron, on the win. You beat Dark. I go into lean mix because I realized my fuel was going negative. Wait a second, is that Haas? I think that's my teammate. I've caught up to him. But there's not enough in these last corners. Oh! Oh, so close. Wait a second, I have a podium. I have third. He must have had a time penalty for corner cutting. It's my first podium. So my goal this season was to get a podium eventually. I wasn't expecting to do it in the second race of the season. I hope that Nick wasn't here. He probably would have taken one of the top positions and put me off the podium. But I'll definitely take that. Feel bad that my teammate lost the podium. But if you're going to lose it, at least he gave it to me. I kept Mega Man behind me.
Yeah, I finished the race, but I really messed up my strategy.
Nice win, Tron.
I had a podium, but I lost like 20 seconds because I stayed intermediates for an extra lap.
I think I had the perfect strategy.
If only it was dry.
Nice race,
Yeah,
B-boy, man. Good podium for you, man.
Thank you.
Nice race. Yeah, nice race on the whip, man. I tried everything on the big not last corner, but I tried to before the big straight there. I tried everything.
Is this Mega Man?
Yeah.
That was a fun race with
I thought
everyone.
I would have got you by pitting early at the last stint in the intermediate, but you did well, man.
So that's 15 points for me, 10 points for MBR. That's a good 25 points for our team.
Yeah.
And looking at the World Drivers' Championship, I'm in second place with 27 points. So that will conclude this race at China. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe, and see you back at the track next week. This is Pie Boy.